Hi, my name is Oliver Kagwe. I'm the Executive Director of Youth Plug. It's been a while since we last did a video like this where I'm filling you up on the things that we are thinking about and others that we are already doing. So right now I just want to talk about 4 things. The first one is that we know that governments respond to citizens' issues either through policies, programs or budgets, which is why here at Youth Plug we say that everything begins and ends with budget. To that end, we've been continuing to implement our Your Budget campaign, which is one that breaks down the national level dense budget into very simplified, localized memes and videos and posters that young people can be able to relate with to understand, okay, so what has the government prioritized, how much has been allocated, and so on. Having done this campaign at the national level since 2024, we then decided how about we take it to the county level, because here in Kenya, budgets are made at both the national level and also at the county level. We're starting here in Kilifi, and how we are doing it is that we are working with change makers to infuse budget conversations into their everyday work. And the premise of this is that the very issues that they are trying to address in their communities are one way or another reflected in the budget. And so if they're able to talk about the budget and to their communities about the budget, then it is possible for them to put pressure on their local governments to put, to prioritize those issues. The value of this approach is that it causes budget conversations to be continuous and to be ongoing, not a one-off event. Secondly, we're challenging ourselves about how we do our civic education campaigns and initiatives. Usually when we're designing these things, we usually aspire to the ideal. Like we say, for example, in the upcoming elections, we will encourage citizens to rightfully check manifestos, to check for leaders who have integrity and accountability. But then we've realized that if you look at how citizens behave over history, they seem to have a different kind of metric that they use to select the kind of leaders that they want. Bearing this in mind, and also bearing the fact that we are not rational beings, we are rationalizing beings, we base our decisions on emotions, we're trying to think how can we do civic education campaigns that really relate with people from a reality point of view and not from an ideal point of view, not imposing the ideal we want, but going through the reality that they see to achieve the outcomes that we seek to achieve. We have a couple of campaigns coming up that will be testing this theory, and we shall be sure to keep you posted. The third thing is that in our Kibaraza program, which is a program that seeks to empower grassroots creatives to be able to do more work, do better work, and eventually earn money from their creations, we've decided to now narrow it down into an incubation where we pick a select group of individuals, and then we can now be able to really offer them specialized capacity strengthening that is meeting their very specific needs, as compared to now the other one where we were dealing with a bigger group. The one thing that we have learned in the implementation of this program is that the best way to unlock the potential of grassroots creatives is not just to capacity build them, but also to give them experiences and resources that will allow them to be able to do their work. It is one thing for me to come and sit in a training for 6 months, but then it is something else for me to come and sit in a training for 3 months, and then I am taken to let's say a residency of some sort where I actually use the skills that I have been trained on, and then perhaps even now later facilitated with either equipment or money or projects to actually implement the things that I've been learning. It's a better journey as compared to just training and training and training. And lastly, the fourth thing that we have been doing and focusing on is really just building our capacity as an organization in terms of our team, clarifying our purpose, our mission, really paying attention to how we execute and implement our programs so that we can best deliver impact, and so that we can also see tangible results in the lives of the young people that we are working with. We shall continue to keep you posted. Subscribe to our YouTube channel over there. Follow us on the other social media channels, that is Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at Youth Plug. And also, if you like what we're doing, and if you don't like it and you have better ideas of how we can be executing our work, please share with us your ideas at dm@youthplug.org, dm@youthplug.org, and we shall be happy to engage with you.